Okay, so when I was in high school, I was in an a cappella group, and we were called the Unaccompanied Minors. And there is about 10 to 16 people in our group each year, comprising of sopranos, altos, tenors, basses, and percussion. Well, when I was in the group for those 2.5 years, we traveled a little bit of everywhere across the East Coast, and we went to these different conventions and met these awesome arrangers and did classes that would tell us about music and all this kind of stuff. Well, one of the conventions we had went to was called the National Acapella Convention, and it was hosted in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, Memphis was awesome. We had a blast, but we got there Friday night, and I felt this weird pain in my back. And, I thought maybe I'm just a little bit achy, a little bit sore, and didn't pay much mind to it. So we go to the Friday night concert. This was around the time that Prince had died, so you had a few Prince tributes, and that were absolutely beautiful and amazing. And we go back to the hotel, go to sleep, get ready for the next day. Well, Saturday we had a main stage performance, and this was actually at Briarcrest, which is the school that Michael Oher went to, the Blindside star. And we had this beautiful, big main stage that's like $50 million, I think it said it was to make it. And it's probably about the size of the auditorium at the Municipal in Charleston, West Virginia. And it's just beautiful, decked out with a sound system. And it's just basically every a cappella group's dream stage. And we had a blast on it. Well, Saturday morning comes, and the pain was worse. And Mom had looked at it, and my mom's a nurse, and I had a little bit of breakouts. Well, we didn't pay much mind to it. I thought maybe I just scratched it, whatever. Well, we got to the performance, had an amazing time. I toughed through the pain because the pain started to get worse. And we get back to the hotel, and the pain that night was just exponential. I could not string together a sentence that would be able to describe my pain to you. It was awful. And we get back, and my mom again looks at my back. She goes, "Rhianna, this kind of looks like shingles." I said, "No way, there's no way. There's no way that I have that. You only really ever hear shingles associated with someone who is like 70. So I, of course, at 16 years old, didn't believe that I had shingles. So I slept with my mom that night just for precautionary reasons, because if I did have shingles, I didn't want to give it to anybody else in the a cappella group. But we get up Sunday morning, because we had stayed an extra night. Sunday morning comes, and the doctor back home says, "Yeah, that looks a lot like shingles. We're going to prescribe this, so if it is, we can stop it in its tracks." And I get the medicine, take it, we get back home, and lo and behold, I have shingles. And the pain was just, at that point, it was unbearable. I didn't go to school for like 2 days. They prescribed me hydrocodone because the pain was so bad. And I just basically got to sit at home for 2 days, buried under my covers in pain, watching movies. And it was probably one of the worst pains of my life. My friends still tease me about it because it's considered an old person's disease. And my teachers had teased me about it a little bit. And I actually still have some of the neuropathy on my back and a little bit on my breast where the patches were. Which is Not very fun because it's kind of like a tingly pain to the touch. But yeah, that's the time that I got shingles in Memphis, Tennessee.